everyone, Micah here with Electrek, and today we're reviewing the Jasion Hunter Pro, a folding fat tire full suspension electric bike that's surprisingly affordable. But is it worth it? That's what we're going to find out. Come along with us while we check it out. The Jasion Hunter Pro is one of the latest examples of a budget bike that tries to cram a lot onto its spec sheet. On paper, it's got an 1800 watt peak rated motor, a 720 watt hour battery in the frame, hydraulic brakes, full suspension, a folding frame, and Class 3 performance, all for just $999 with the current sale price. That sounds almost too good to be true, and so I spent a couple of weeks riding it to find out where the compromises are. And sure, they're there, but interestingly enough, there really isn't one giant flaw. It's just a series of small compromises that leave this being a decent bike for the price. If you're one of those, it just has to be full suspension kind of folks. Now, I'm not saying the components here are great, but this isn't one of those bikes that completely falls apart once you actually ride it. Just don't think it's some hidden gem that's about to rewrite the budget e-bike playbook either. What Jasion has built here is a pretty competent, enjoyable e-bike with merely moderate fit and finish. It does what it promises, and for the price, that's not a bad place to be. The first thing you'll notice is that this is a folding fat tire e-bike, which is basically one of the most popular formulas in the industry right now. Even though most owners probably won't ever fold it, there are still some advantages to the design. The 20-inch wheels keep the bike compact, making it easier to throw a leg over, while the 4-inch wide tires still provide plenty of air volume for comfort and stability. It ends up feeling smaller than a traditional fat tire bike without really giving up that cushy ride that a lot of people are looking for. Acceleration is decently brisk, and getting up to the Class 3 assisted speed of 28 miles per hour is no problem. The half-twist throttle is responsive, and it makes it fun to just cruise around town or enjoy a relaxed ride without pedaling much. Plus, I love half-twist throttles, so they scored some points there. But, of course, there is the pedal assist as well, and I recommend you use it because it is fun to pedal a bike too, not just using throttle all the time. Now, when I see fat tire e-bikes, I'd say that most of them are not actually being ridden through deep sand or snow where you'd think to find a fat tire bike. They're usually being used as commuter bikes that just happen to have oversized tires because people seem to like that extra comfort. Jason also seemed to understand that, and so they gave the Hunter Pro commuter-friendly features like fenders, rear rack, integrated lighting, and even turn signals. It clearly wants to be everyday transportation too. Ironically though, I think I actually enjoyed it most when I wasn't commuting, when I wasn't really using it on the road. The fat tires and full suspension encouraged me to cut across grassy fields, ride dirt paths, and take little shortcuts through the park when I could. This definitely is not a mountain bike, but it's a fun bike for exploring places that aren't perfectly paved. And that brings me to the suspension, because it deserves some context, and yeah, there are some compromises here. Now yes, it is full suspension, and that does smooth out rough pavement, curbs, gravel, grassy terrain, better than a rigid bike or a hardtail bike. But let's be realistic here. This is not premium suspension. The front fork works, and the rear suspension helps keep you from getting launched out of the saddle on big bumps, but neither kind gives you the refined damping you'd find on bikes costing 2 or 3 times as much. If you've never ridden higher-end suspension, you'll probably think it feels pretty okay. If you have, you'll immediately notice it's more about taking the edge off than delivering an ultra-plush ride. Personally, I think that's probably an acceptable compromise on a $999 e-bike. Moving on, I would say the hydraulic brakes were another pleasant surprise. They provide solid stopping power, and they feel a lot better than the mechanical brakes that are still sometimes common on bikes at this price point. Combined with a stable geometry and those wide tires, the Hunter Pro feels planted and confidence-inspiring even when you're riding close to its top speed. Also, that low design means that you can easily flat-foot it at stops. Comfort is generally good too. The oversized saddle, upright riding position, and fat tires all make longer rides pretty enjoyable. But let's talk about the folding frame for a second. Again, compromises, right? The bike weighs 82 pounds or about 37 kilos. So yeah, it does fold, but that doesn't mean you're going to enjoy carrying it anywhere. I tried moving it around folded up, and you end up doing that awkward backward lean while trying to waddle with the bike. You know how sometimes people say about something, hey, it's not heavy, it's just bulky. Well, this one is both. And again, moving on, the Shimano 7-speed drivetrain here, it's basic but dependable, and the cadence sensor performs how you'd expect. It gets the job done, though if you're used to torque sensors, you'll definitely notice the more on-off feel of the pedal assist here that's just not as refined.
You know, we often talk about how some e-bikes are fairly smooth when you start pedaling and some are pretty lurchy. This one's in the lurchy category for sure.
And so, to sum up the entire Hunter Pro, I would say that basically the bike gets the job done, right? Nothing here feels revolutionary. There's not any premium touches that make you forget you're riding a budget e-bike. But there also aren't any glaring flaws that leave you disappointed or feeling like you're riding on something that's going to fall apart under you. So for $1,000, you're getting a lot. You're getting a large battery, respectable power, hydraulic brakes, full suspension, fat tires, a folding frame, and enough versatility to commute during the week and have some fun on the weekends. That's a pretty compelling package. Thanks for watching, everyone. We hope you enjoyed that review of the Jasion Hunter Pro. If you did, why don't you give the video a thumbs up? And don't forget to subscribe so you won't miss any of our future electric vehicle videos. We'll see you here next time.